For this episode, we take on Brisbane Roar, which is a team that I actually have some history with. Now, of course, I'm not a professional footballer. What I mean by history is I thoroughly cannot stand this team. Brisbane Roar. Brisbane teams in my family are favoured, and I am pretty much the only person who does go for the Sydney side teams. And the reason being is because I'm from Sydney. I was raised here. It just made sense to me. And yet I'm the only one in the family who goes for the Sydney teams because everyone else was born and raised in Brisbane. Now, this match itself was really hard. really difficult, and you're going to see a lot of just pass and move plays by Brisbane. They controlled the match from beginning to end, but I just wanted to show plays that you'll see in a second that it was just impossible to get the ball off them. They just held the ball like they're freaking Barcelona. Now, while the gameplay is going, I just want to quickly, briefly mention, before we get into the second half, I am having a little bit of technical difficulties with uploading this series. Now, of course, that's not going to stop me, as it, to be honest, has in the past, but I do want to be very consistent. As I said, I've made a promise to myself and to you that I'm going to upload at least 2 videos a day of this particular series. I also do want to upload as many other videos as possible because I don't just want it to be FIFA. But anyway, to the technical difficulties, we'll leave the other subject for later. The technical difficulties I'm having are with my capture card. Now, what you'll notice, I've got music playing in the background. I usually wouldn't have music playing over FIFA gameplay, just purely based on because it gives you more of a better feel for the game, like if you have that FIFA background music or sound. But for some reason my capture card, it is recording it, but whenever I put it into Vegas Pro, it doesn't allow me to hear any of the sound. It's very strange, but it doesn't do that for any of my other devices for capturing. I do have some other devices, but it's not in HD as the Roxio, which is what I'm using, is. I'm thinking about actually investing in Elgato, I think is what it's called, which is what the bigger YouTubers use, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, as you saw, first half again wasn't too interesting, but in the 80th minute I get an incredible break and practically run the whole field. And yes, this is literally the 80th minute. I did just want to quickly skip into this because the whole match, Brisbane Roar really just passed the ball everywhere, and what a beautiful cross that was. Just saying, that's my first assist. Woo! That was great. And that header was just so solid. What I've noticed in my my time playing this game, crosses really work. If you are finding it hard, like personally I am finding it really hard to take shots through the middle, crosses really do work. But anyway, Brisbane get that really big attempt on goal, but they end up missing it, and the game ends 1-0, and you're gonna see how badly they really smashed us statistically, but it worked out in our favor, and regardless, a win is a win. 3 points for us. I had an incredible match, 8.8, which is the highest rating I've had so far. Passes, 100% passes, and I of course got that assist with a key dribble. Tackling was over 50%, 80% in fact. I mean, it's just good stats all round, which is exactly what I want. And as you can see here, they had 68% possession throughout the game. That is incredible, and we had 1 shot and 1 goal, and I guess that's all you really need in a game of football for the 3 points.